The corner, the corner, the corner. Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you will find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, like you're at home with your cousin. It's about life, it's about finance, it's about spirituality, it's about love, and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey to explore life. Listen, let's sit back and enjoy a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on, a wide range of spectrum of thoughts. My goal is to create a space for all of us to connect, all of us to learn each other, and all of us to communicate. It's really not about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy this. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about the corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Yes, indeed, we're back with another one. Cousin Ed's Corner back at you again. I want to say the whole intro. Y'all don't understand. I said something for over a year, and I'm just used to saying it. So I think I'm gonna do a show dedicated to the blooper reel of you see TV shows, movies, all the outtakes and stuff. I'm gonna do a behind the scenes show of Cousin Ed's Corner. Maybe take some pictures or video of what I'm doing behind the scenes to get this show together, just to give y'all some insight to how all of this is done. Probably by the end of the year I'll do that. But hey, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. It is early morning for me. I try to get the Monday shows done early. Keyword try. Not always able to do that, but I try to get these shows done early. I'm not sure how many of you are morning people, but I'm a morning person, so I try to get this done early and then edit, then put out and everything else. So I thank you. We're coming off a holiday weekend. Not sure when you hear the show, but for me it's a holiday weekend, and I am trying to recover. Not in a bad way, just trying to get my mentally recover, right? And figure out, how I'm gonna, close out this year and a whole bunch of stuff. So maybe many of you are going through the same thing. Maybe some of you are going through the same thing. I'm not sure, but just my thoughts right now on the end of this year. I got so many things I want to accomplish. I need to, if you haven't already done for yourself, make sure you write down a lot of stuff, right? Write down this blog, jot down, transfer, do a brain dump of all the information that you have. That way you can have it down, written somewhere where you can come back to it and say, okay, I did accomplish, remember on page whatever I did X, Y, Z. So I'm doing that more. My accountability partner is keeping me accountable, or at least trying to keep me accountable. I gotta do better. It's all on me. But at least I have some accountability there to try to stay accountable to some of the things I'm trying to do. And that maybe just by asking a question. What are you going to do? Have you done? And don't get offended by somebody asking you those questions, because many times it's done out of love. You may have some people that have some ill intent, but I'll say majority of the time it's done out of love. So definitely. I talked about this, and I will continue to talk about accountability, having somebody that holds you accountable. I'll give you a quick example, and then I'll go into what I thought my show was going to be about. Quick example is going to the gym, right? The reason why I say this, because I was talking to some younger people, they're not kids anymore, but younger people over the holiday break about accountability, and I was telling them that when you have an accountability partner, make sure it's somebody that's not closely related to you or closely maybe in your household. Um, the reason why I say that because I find myself, and over the years I see it, when you have somebody that's close to you, y'all can also give each other passes. When you find other people that's not close to you, you may tend not to give each other a pass. And when I say that, hey, if you're riding with somebody in the car who goes to the gym with you, you can also say, hey, let's not, let's take a break tomorrow. And they'd be more inclined to say, yes, let's take a break. But if you are more of a stranger or somebody who you don't want to let down, when you leave the gym, you say, I see you tomorrow. Or they say, I see you tomorrow. You're more inclined to say yes because you're looking to please that person, right? There's something in our mind about that stranger, that coworker, that outside person that you're willing to please more than the person within your house. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for an accountability partner, find somebody that's outside of your norm that you may want to work with. So that was a whole nother PSA. But I did have a thought coming into this show. Not many times I have thoughts before sitting down, but I did have a thought coming into this show that I wanted to talk about and share. I over the break, I had a conversation with a family member, and it was intense. It was intense. It was challenging and intense, and it was from my behalf and my thoughts. And a lot of times, when I will say this much for those who don't know me, I am opinionated. I'm an alpha. I'm going to let you know how I feel. I'm not going to say like it or not, but I am who I am, right? And a lot of times I research and I know certain things and I think I know certain things, but I'm not always correct, right? So let me get that out of the way. I'm not always correct. But I am convicted, right? I am going to tell you how I feel, like it or not. Sometimes people may say that's just too much or whatever. But just like with this show, I'm telling you how I feel. It's on you to take it how you like it. I know I'm polite in the way I do it. And I know what I do say is out of love. So let me get that out of the way. So I was having a conversation with a family member, friend, loved one. Don't want to give it all away, but yeah, having a conversation, and I'm scratching my beard now thinking about the conversation, and it was pertaining their child. And I know how hard it is to have a conversation about your child, right? Even me, with other people having conversations about my own children, it's a hard conversation when you think you're doing the right thing and you're the one parenting, you're the one paying the bills, and for someone to have a conversation with you to think what they know is difficult. But I wanted to give my thoughts and my life lessons of parenting two kids. And my kids are not perfect by far. My kids have flaws. When you try, my kids are great. Let me not say that. But when you try to mold your kids and have a vision for them, sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. So there are some things about my kids that I can look in the mirror. I look at them and say, they are not my child, right? But nevertheless, I was telling some things I learned from parenting over the years, and it was pertaining to sports. And if y'all don't know that I am an I say ex, I don't play anymore, but an ex-basketball player. I've had scholarships. I've had a few opportunities to play after college, and just life experience. Let me say life. I've coached. So I was trying to speak from all of the different hats that I've wore. And I can tell as the conversation was going that how the walls were coming up and how defensive the person was getting, right? And I try to break down the walls and talk about my own experiences and the hats I wore as a parent, right? Somebody talking to me or as a coach, me talking to a parent. Don't remind me. Somebody send me a text and remind me that I want to do a show on proper coaching. Proper coaching. Or send me this text. I can't write it down. Write it down also. But remind me I want to do a show on 2023-24 coaching, right? Culture of coaching, right? So remind me of that. I'll come back to that. But I was talking about just just the culture behind coaching, the culture behind kids, culture behind youth sports, and how it's a different beast, all in general, and how you have to be built for it. And if you're not built for it, you as a parent, one, but two, not only you as a parent, the athlete or the child you're raising, right? And it's not only through sports, but the adversities that come that come through sports are a lot different than other things, right? And helping your kid, your child, your children get through those adversities, right? And I thought about it as I was talking to them, and I said, it's not only in sports, right? You can have it in music, right? I want my child to be first chair. My child is not, all kind of things, right? Debate club. You're not the head of the debate. Whatever you could think of when your child is not that one, or not given the opportunity to be that one. That's a hard thing to deal with as a parent. But I want to speak to all parents out there. I want to speak to my friends, my family, my loved ones. And I say this out of love, and I say this to myself, right? I still got kids that want to excel in certain things. Keep encouraging your kids, but do not let them stop. Do not let them stop, right? Complete whatever they're doing until that season, until that whatever is done. Because adversity is a lesson that you want them to learn early, right? You don't want them to be an adult and walk away from something because it was easy to walk away. And that was the conversation I was having about just as a parent. When things are not going right for your child, you don't want to lend to them the reason of walking away from something. You want them, and it's easy to throw your hands up and say, I don't got to do this, I can do something else. This is all recreation. It's easy to say that. But the life lessons behind failure, the life lessons behind not being accepted, the life lessons behind the isms, right? The sexisms, the racisms, the what else? Sexism, racism, nepotism. One new one that I found at my last job was the sorority sorrow isms, right? Teaching them that, just in life you have to keep fighting and dealing with the adversities, and as long as you can show that you did your best, right? No matter what they say, at the end of the day, you stay the person you are, even how upset, how disappointing it may be. You stayed your course, but you worked your hardest. No one can deny when it came to the time for promotion, and Ed did not get the promotion, that Ed was the best candidate for the promotion. Even though the isms happened, Ed was the best candidate. Even though when it came time to be put in the game, that Ed was the best player, right? Even though when it came time for the recital, Ed was the best. And they got to look their self in the face, right? The coach, the employer, the instructor, whoever it is, got to look itself in the face and in their heart. And they made us be malice, right? But God will always work things out, right? But they have to know in there, it'll be shown, and people will come to you and say, hey, why Why you not playing? Hey, why you didn't get that promotion? Hey, why this? Because they know that I was the best at what I did. But until I prove first to myself that I'm the best at it and I work the hardest, I can't question. It's not just, and this goes back to the conversation I want to have about sports. It's not just the YMCA sport where everybody gets the same amount of time, right? When you're in the competitive world, it's not the same. And we all should know, we got to understand that. So I can go on, family. This is a passionate conversation that I had. And I was passionate because I lived this till today, every day when you walk out, especially as a black male in America, when you walk out and have to compete with all of your counterparts. And our black females do the same thing. But coming from the athletic world and knowing it firsthand, seeing players get pushed in front of you, when at least at the time thinking you working as hard as them or harder than them, but seeing them getting the playing time in front of you and figuring out what you have to do, or it may not be anything you can do. You have to sit it out and work through it, but not wanting to give up and quit. 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 And I'll tell you this story before I go. And this is one of my brothers who listens to this show, so I gotta say this. He talked to me about the same exact thing. That's why I told my friend and family I had the same exact situation. He talked to me and said, Ed, if you let him quit now, then you're showing him something totally different. And I had to bring myself back to the situation and bring my child back to the situation because I wanted to quit. This is as a young father, right? So we do have people around us who are mentors, who God puts in our life to teach us or give us those gems, or give us those jewels that we may not see because we haven't been through those life experiences before. So to my brother out there, you know who you are. I thank you. I thank you for having, for being that person to step up and talk to me in that way. And this show is for all of us because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know, right? So this one was longer, more conversational. I appreciate y'all. Hey, listen, I definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely continue to share the show. Before I go, real quick, and I want to show y'all. And I'm not gonna put it on the screen or anything in the post, but I want to go to a message I got from one of my last shows. And y'all, I just want to say that I do read all of the messages, but this one I wanted to read real quick. This was from a post on social media that I had, and it was a question. How do you? I'm trying to see it because I want to open it. I want it. I don't want it to play. So if it plays, forgive me. Hold on. See, I knew it was. See, sorry. How do you? Sorry. How do you maintain a positive mindset in challenging times? And I had a couple people reply. If you haven't replied yet, definitely go on Instagram and let's reply to some of the comments. I mean, put a comment in some of the posts, but I'm going to read 3 of them real quick. And I'm touched by every time I get a reply. So thank y'all. So real quick, I am Latoya Cooper. She says by faith, by prayer, and by reflection. Right. Coach Jasmine, she says that she said prayer because my flesh is weak and I know that I'm not airways capable of positive mindset in challenging moments. Airways capable. All right, lastly, Paper Plate Vegan, I think of what I'm grateful for. She said, I think of what I'm grateful for. It was one more I just got. I was looking for it. Oh, this is why I don't see it. I'm sorry, guys. This is why I don't see it. This is what threw me off. They sent it to me as a actual reply to me in my DM box. So Forgive me, I'm not going to say their name because they DM me, so I guess they didn't want it to be read. But I mean, for me to say their name, they said they love it, stay positive. For me, I just always look to God, promises, and His beliefs that He won't fail me or forsake me. So He won't fail you or forsake me. Family, I do read all of them. I do appreciate all of them. I appreciate y'all. Definitely, it touches my heart for the show. If you want to reach out to me, you can definitely DM me. You can post things publicly. You can send me a text message, 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. You can email the show, info@cousinedscorner.com. If you have any show ideas, definitely that's the best place to reach me there, to send the show ideas. If you want to donate to the show, reach out to me. You can send me a text, 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. I believe you can find on Cash App Cousin Ed's Corner. I believe on Venmo you can find it. If not, hit me up and I can give you the information for that to donate to the show. Donations go towards all of the production behind this show, the podcast hosts that I'm paying. It's anything behind the show. If you, like I said, at the end of the year, I'm going to give an insight to the show, but just continue to stay motivated, continue to stay connected. We are all in this together. No matter how you cut a slice, we're all in this together. Reach out. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. Thank you for listening to Cousin.